Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, do you know what? I don't even know like what this is. I wanted to do like a glam-ish wearable Halloween look for those of us that don't have time to paint our faces, but just kind of want to look Halloween-y, but more on the glam side and more on the wearable side. So I just thought I'd take some inspiration from like Halloween colours of like red, orange, black. Do like a glam eye, something a little bit more like funky on the lip area, which I really like. I've used a bunch of my favourite products. I'm also wearing the new Huda Beauty foundation. I did ask you guys if you want a full review on it, so if you still do, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the look of this look. I don't even know what it is, just literally a bunch of eyeshadows on my face. I had so much fun playing around with glitters and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you like the look of this look, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to know how I got this look, then please keep watching. So to begin, I'm just going to prime my eyes using my concealer. This one is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer, and I'm also going to take this opportunity to use a little brush and carve out my eyebrows. But yeah, just using this as my primer and then setting it all in place with powder. Then I'm literally taking my new favourite palette. This is the Morphe 350 Volume 2. I can't remember what it's called, but the new 350 palette, and it's just taking a bunch of the warm shades. So initially with a soft brown, I did kind of want it to be more of like an orangey and red vibe. So I am using the brighter colors in the palette too, like that gorgeous red. And then now I'm just deepening it up with the dark browns as well. And I did want to go like really dark because we are going to cut the crease, so I wanted the colors to show. So I'm kind of using way more crease colors than I usually would, as you can see, just to build up the color. So when we cut it out, it's really noticeable. I'm even going to use black. I'm just going to buff that into the crease using a smaller and smaller precise brush each time, but then always going back in with my previous brushes to blend it out and make sure it's all diffused together. Then for cutting the crease, I'm just going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer in the shade 1.5, I think this is, just because it's super thick, and that way it was going to get rid of all the shadow on my lid and make a really good base. And then I'm just going to take a wipe and wipe it away, and then going in with this shimmery orange shade from the same palette, just packing on the color. I wanted it to be like orange pumpkin-y kind of vibes, so I went for the shimmery orange. And then this incredible pigment from Peaches Makeup. This is in the shade Ruby. I think this would look really incredible all over the lid, but I did kind of want to create a gradient as something a little bit different. But then going back in with that little shader brush that we used the orange on, just to blend it together, and then taking a really small brush and the black to sharpen up the cut crease. Again, just going back in with that white because I made a little bit of a mess. And then just highlighting my inner corner before we do liquid eyeliner. And for that, I'm using my NYC liquid liner. As you guys know, this is literally my favorite eyeliner, but I feel like you can only get it from Amazon these days. But I've left the link to everything down below, and I kind of wanted it to be more of a thicker wing than usual, so I'm just building up the thickness, but do whatever you are comfortable with. And then we're going to apply these amazing lashes from Pinky Goat. They're in the style Rawan. And now we can move on to the skin. So I'm using the Extraordinary Facial Oil and Moisturizer from L'Oreal because we're going in with quite a heavy duty foundation today, so I want my skin to be super moisturized underneath. And I've been really loving this primer. This is from Amazing Cosmetics, and it's their like illuminating primer in the shade Bronze, so it adds a little bit of color to my skin, but also an incredible glow underneath, because like I said, we are going in with a heavy duty foundation. It's the Huda Beauty foundation, and as I said earlier, if you guys want me to do a full review on this, let me know, because this stuff is heavy duty, which is kind of why the color looks so intense. But I am going to kind of color it out, you know, counteract it out with a lighter concealer and bronzer and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm using the L'Oreal concealer that I used earlier on my eyes as the primer, and just buffing that out underneath and using a damp beauty blender to do this. Tip for that foundation, by the way, defo use a beauty blender because it really helps to make it a lot more comfortable on the skin. But now I'm just setting everything in place with powder. We can move on to bronzer. This is the NYX No Filter powder in the shade Golden. I love these for bronzers, and I'm just using a light fluffy brush to do so. And then I've been loving this recently. It's the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just going to use that to add a bit more definition to my cheekbones. And I love this blusher too. This is from Too Faced. It's like the Papa Don't Peach blusher. Smells like peaches, gives the most gorgeous glow to the skin. I'm obsessed. And I've been loving this too. Oh my god, this is just everything that I love. This is the Beauty Pie Super Strobing Drops, which I'm just buffing onto my cheeks as like a primer. And then using the Kylie Cosmetics Fiji Loose Glitter Powder Highlighter. Love these two together. It literally makes everything just pop. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. But now we can move back onto the eyes. I'm just using this pencil from Urban Decay. I've left the name of it down below. It's the most gorgeous, like, burnt orange red. It really makes my eyes pop. And it ties in with the colours on the eyes too, which I love. And then I'm just taking the dark brown shades that we used from the same palette to buff that out, and then taking the big fluffy brush that I used the red on just to really smoke it out and add an extra dramatic effect, as you can see. So these are the eyes done, and now we can move on to the lips. I'm just going to line my lips with MAC Brick lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with the Too Faced melted lipstick. I think it's in the colour Mrs. Roper, this gorgeous orange, which went perfectly with the eyes and the shirt I was wearing, might I add. And then it's totally up to you. I just started having a play around with my fluffy brushes and just kind of picking up the warm red eyeshadows. This is the orange that we had on the lid, all from the same palette. That's the highlighter I was wearing too, and then I just deepened it up with the black from the palette as well, but it's totally up to you. But this is the finished look. So this was the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I feel like you could totally mix up the colours and use like purples and greens, or just like all blacks and reds, maybe not with the orange, all sorts. So if you guys recreate it, definitely make sure to tag me, because you guys recreated my Pennywise melted clown look and I've been seeing so many of it, and I love it when you guys recreate my look, so definitely make sure to tag me. Definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave if you haven't already, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye guys!
Around the earth and around the sun, say the word and we can say the word.